My name is Colton Johnston. I'm an attorney here at Jackson White, and I specialize in elder law and specifically guardianship and conservatorship. Growing up, my family was always in law enforcement. My father was a police officer for over 20 years. My aunt was one of the first police chiefs, first female police chiefs here in Mesa. And my grandpa was a DPS officer. My uncle was a police officer. Naturally, you'd think I'd go into criminal law after all of that. But I always had the law as part of my life. And eventually in college, got to have the opportunity to create a program as my capstone in college where I was able to work with autistic kids. And so what an amazing opportunity when after law school I found that I could do both law and work with vulnerable communities. And that's how I ended up with the guardianship and conservatorship work. I'm now 8 years in practice, and about 7 of those in particular working specifically with guardianship and conservatorship. I've been doing guardianship and conservatorship almost solely since I started here at Jackson White until I branched out into doing a little bit more with estate planning and other areas of probate law, access and all text work, as our firm is known for. Guardianship and conservatorship, though, has been my focus, my area of study, my passion since I started here. I built a team that specifically helps families through this really painful process that a lot of these poor, vulnerable adults have to go through. When someone finds out that their loved one has Alzheimer's or any kind of dementia, it's heartbreaking, and they don't even know where to start. And so my experience with this is that I've been able to be a real support for these families since day one. When you're looking for any kind of an attorney, I would say that being able to find someone who listens to you is very important. When you're having to deal with something as intimate as family dynamics, something that's as scary as dealing with dementia, especially when we're getting closer to losing someone that we love, you need an attorney that you can really go and reach out to that's going to listen. Not someone that's going to talk at you, but someone that's going to take the time to really understand your situation. Attorneys are often known as counselors. And that's always been an important part of my job is I want to be a counselor for these people. I want them to be able to come to me and feel like they're heard. I want people to feel like they have a voice. So when my clients come to me and they bring me this situation that they're going through, I want them to know that they have someone that has been through some of these things, that understands them, and that is going to help them find a solution. The most rewarding part of my practice is being able to help people. I think a lot of lawyers end up dealing with paper. They take paper, they review it, they sign it, and it moves on. My practice is one where I get to meet with families, families who are going through either wonderful things in a first relationship where they need to develop an estate plan, or going through something terrible like the death of a loved one. And in either one of those situations, I'm able to meet with them and help them through a very difficult part of their life. And so I would say my real love for this job is what I do matters.